Alright, it is now high time to figure out what is going on with some of these inmates.
Did you not see a girl come through here?
Handsome, I'm not the stage director. I don't track the entrances and
Get their
exits.
respective items for our Dr. Loboto costume. And our first task is to figure out what is that on her shirt? I don't know. Our first task is to delve into the mind of Gloria von Guten.
Oh, if you don't like the performance, a simple boo will do.
Cut! Hey, kid! Can't you see I'm trying to produce a play here?
No.
Oh, God. Even a child can see I've lost control of this production. Okay, Becky, get a grip.
Child?
Look, kid, it wasn't always like this. We used to have a hit show on our hands. Everybody loved us. But then our big star, Bonita Soleil, got stage fright and locked herself in her dressing room. So now we're stuck flipping between sunshine shenanigans and the horror of Hagatha Home. Oh.
Which is like flipping between a root canal and a sharp stick in the eye.
Just ignore Jasper. He's just a critic who happens to be right.
I'll go talk to Bonita. I'm sure all she needs is a little pep talk.
That and acting lessons.
If you can get Bonita to take the stage again, then you're the star of my show, kid.
So, starting right off the bat, we can see that this is a very obviously thematic area and, well, theatrical. Gloria's Theater is, of course, an extension of Gloria's past as a theater actress. Exactly what happened to her, obviously we don't know yet. But, it seems that her muse, one Bonita Soleil, is locked up in the back. We might as well clear out everything up here before we go and see Bonita. And what you see here is basically the entirety of the first half of the level. This is
Everything under control there, Becky?
Ah! Why did you say that? What have you heard? Everything's fine, except that our production has no star. You get Bonita Soleil to perform again, and everything will be great. Her dressing room is behind the stage to the right and at the end of the hall.
Which we don't need to see just yet. Yeah, this is a very small level. The main gimmick is what gives it a little more breadth and variety, but we won't be seeing that for a few minutes at least. Instead, we're going to kidnap every single one of the people who is watching so that this performance does not have an audience to heckle it. It's a good plan. It's an excellent plan. This is also home to some very frustrating figments. Most of them are just sitting here. Most of the figments are stationary, but up along the brass section here, there are 3 or 4 that float up and down, and it's a bit annoying to get them. 5, apparently, never mind. Between the enforced up and down motion jumping on this, the fact that they kind of disappear and then move again, and the fact that figments are already two-dimensional, so if you don't approach them from exactly the right angle and figure out what your depth perception is, you're going to miss them. Always miss them. Gonna go in from above.
Looks like it needs a candle to work.
I don't know how you figured that out, Raz, but good job. Gotcha. Now, up here, there are some more seats. Some more theater goers.
Got it.
And a lot of cobwebs. The prevalence of cobwebs is actually something that I think is most obvious here in Bonita's mind. The other two inmates that we'll be talking to aren't as... Oh, Purse. They don't have
Maybe
quite
I
as
should come
much
back later when he's not sleeping. He looks too mean to wake up.
mental dust, I guess. Or at least it's not so close together, since, as I said, this is a very small level in terms of raw distance between its borders. And the other two are just a tiny bit bigger. Also, I seem to have left some people unmolested up there, and I need to fix that. There we go. There we go. And I believe that is everything on the empty stage cleared out. So now let's have a look at what Becky was trying to tell us about Ms. Bonita Soleil.
Got it!
Who is sitting behind her.
Hey! Guess she really doesn't want to see anyone right now.
Okay, we're just gonna make her run for it.
Hey! Guess she really doesn't want to see anyone right now.
Raz? Are you trying to give me a not very subtle hint? Yes, you are. Some nice vases and stuff back here, and a treasure chest? Or was that a prop trunk? Anyway, Miss Soleil seems to be having a moment. Let's see if we can help. Right after I check out the rest of this room. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss Soleil? I heard you were feeling bad, so I just wanted to say that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. I used to be a performer myself, and I know how hard it is when...
Kid, can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Sorry. I was looking for Bonita Soleil.
You mean the personal muse of Gloria von Guten? Her inner sunshine?
The spirit of her youth, yes.
That's me. What do you want, an autograph? I'm kind of busy here.
They need you on stage right away for your big number.
Am I not playing this right or something? I'm drowning in a quagmire of self-pity. Why aren't you getting that? Should I be doing more with my hands?
So, you're not going out on stage?
Have you seen any of the plays we put on here? Those god-awful slices of Gloria's terrible life? How am I supposed to bring light to those? Listen, the burden of being the only sunshine in this theater is just too much for one beautiful, glowing, inspirational muse to bear, you know?
Is there any way I can get you to take the stage? For the fans?
If you can get me some help out there so I'm not the only light on the set.
I'll turn on a spotlight.
That could work, but you'll need a candle. I think there might be a spare in the storeroom. If you can get a candle into a spotlight and light it, I'll come out and give the show one last try. But I'm not promising anything.
So, who's that crying?
Oh, sorry. Hey, can we kill the waterworks for a second? Thanks. It's a recording. It helps me focus.
So, are you ready for your big number?
Did you put a candle in that spotlight and light it yet?
No, but I'm about to. So, 5 minutes, Miss Soleil?
Thanks, Sonny.
I'll leave you alone now. I know you have a lot of crying to do.
Thank you. Now, where was I?
Anyway, the storeroom is now open, and happens to contain a vault. Oh, well, that's, inspiring. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit of vertical motion here. But not up that way. Up this way.
Got it!
More cobwebs. And a bird on top of the trunk. And this jump, which I'm not really sure I'm supposed to be doing from that particular angle. Oh yeah, and that's all of Gloria's cobwebs. All of them. That was it. Again, very constrained level proportions. And now that particular jump, which I'm going to try another time, is, not actually the correct way to get up there. And I'm not sure if they really intended you to be able to propel yourself like that. I mean, it worked, but there's actually a, another path you're supposed to take to get up there. It's a little more windy. And it happens to have the rest of the figments, so of course you have to go that way. It involves a little more acrobatics, too. You can see these, star rods are aligned in such a way to make it easy to get over here, and then there's just a tightrope. Which is kinda odd, because that levitation jump is a little bit tricky, but not particularly hard, and, well, I did it quite by accident. Maybe it's an oversight. What's your opinion on this candle, Gloria? Or Benita? Whoever you are? Okay, fine.
Hey! Why don't you go make yourself useful and put that candle in one of the spotlights up there?
Okay, fine. Jasper's still passed out, so we can't really ask his opinion. Now, I'm sure you've noticed, but there is, no music at the moment. That's because the play is not going on. So let's just get this shindig started.
Look alive, people! Bonita Soleil is about to take the stage! Flower girls, in position 1. And action!
Tonight I will be playing the part of Gloria von Guten, the famous actress.
In this nostalgic memory of her breakthrough role in the smash hit musical
Sunshine Shenanigans! Yay! And where would Gloria be without her muse?
her inner sunshine.
The spirit of her youth. Played tonight, once again, by Bonita Soleil. Oh, I do so hope that my mother is proud of me.
Not again.
The Phantom.
I've seen some bad plays in my day, but this one's an actual menace. And it's all her fault. It's her bad acting that makes the Phantom strike. This time, I'm going to file a formal complaint and get this theater shut down.
Great. Well, I'm off to go kill myself.
You know, you could be a more constructive critic.
Kid, if you want to see a good play, come talk to me. I've got a script here that'll knock 'em dead, I promise.
Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa! Careful! That's the manual mood override. That's how we set the right mood for the play. Mess with that, and we'll have happy plays on sad sets, sad plays on happy sets. Total chaos. Or worse, improv. So whatever you do, don't mess with the manual mood override unless you want to see some strange stuff happen.
I think Becky's not telling me the whole story. I should go give her a piece of my mind.
And I think that was a challenge.
Mwahaha! Welcome to Hagatha Home School for Girls, where you will begin your long and painful training in the theatrical disciplines. Mwahaha!
But I don't want to study theater! I want my mom to come take me home right now!
Your mom has a career and a boyfriend to think about. She doesn't have time for an ugly little girl like you.
Boo-hoo-hoo!
There is nothing more tedious than the tears of an unlovable child.
It's time to suffer for your art.
Yeah, so each set, and there are multiple sets, has two different versions. One of them is the happy set, and one of them is this one where they try and set you on fire. Comedy and tragedy. Each of them also has an individual play that they put on.
Hey, you said that if Bonita performed, everything would be okay.
Okay, so I left out the part about the deadly phantom. I thought you'd chicken out.
Ma'am, I'm a psychonaut. Just show me how to get up to those catwalks he hides out in and...
Sorry, no way up there. Well, there was this one play. We would lower this prop hot air balloon down from the catwalks and then pull it back up again. If you find it, or any other play for crying out loud, just bring it to me and I'll run the actors through it. We're so desperate for new material around here.
Right, each set and mood has its own miniature play, and as Becky suggested, there are a couple of plays that you can collect and give to her. We'll see that momentarily. For now, because each of these mood shifts does actually change the composition of the set, they all have their own figment distribution. And this is the primary way that we're going to be changing the level. The level itself is extremely tiny, but these different play sets will give us a little more environmental variety, I guess. Although, not a significant amount. Just grab this thing.
Hey, there's the hot air balloon I need to get to the catwalks. Now, if I could just get them to do a play that brings it down here, I could ride it up to the catwalks and take care of that phantom.
That is an excellent plan. Let us pursue it. Oh, let us also just phase through the theater border. I'm gonna switch back to Sunshine Shenanigans real quick.
Would be starring in my own Broadway musical at such a young age. I hope my mother is proud of me. Well, here it goes.
Huzzah, forsooth! What is thine sweet smell in the air?
Let us spin and be happy, entwined in this pole of love, forever young and twisty.
Rejoice, for spring has besatten upon ourselves, and the spirit of May is a-lingering. Hooray! Maypole!
Maypole! Truly a phenomenal performance by all.
Good boy.
Ruff, ruff!
Hey, what part are you playing?
I am playing the part of Gloria's washed-up and embittered mother.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
what part are you playing?
Well, I have a lot of walk-on bits. Oh, and sometimes I do the mailboat guy. It's a small part, but my agent says this is going to be my year.
If I can just target the
Good boy.
one.
Ruff!
You are
Hey,
not
what
the one
part
I
are you
want.
playing?
I am playing the part of Gloria von Guten, once famous star of stage and screen.
Right then. You might also notice that the NPCs in this vicinity are not trying to murder us, unlike the tragedy portion where they gained the ability to spin like tops and breathe fire.
Hey, can
Jasper?
you help me get up to the catwalk so I can fight that phantom?
Ah! Can't get there from here. I mean, unless you did that one particular play on that one particular set. Oh, but what did I say? That's almost impossible. Forget about it. The theater is doomed.
Hey, why do you have to be so hard on Bonita?
I'm trying to save you from that mysterious phantom character. He only attacks when Bonita performs. If we got rid of Little Miss Sunshine, we'd all be safer now, wouldn't we? I'm only thinking of the children.
Bonita's just trying to lighten things up around here.
Ah! I've seen better shines on a shoe. She should quit now while she can still get a job as a nightlight.
If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
The young boy's protests, though heartfelt, quickly lapsed into simplistic and tedious platitudes. 1.5 stars.
If you hate the show so much, why don't you just leave?
Oh, I can't stop looking at it. It's like the sight of a horrible car accident. A car accident where the victims can't act and the paramedics forget their lines.
All right, later, you old gas bag.
Listen, this play just stinks. Here, try this one instead. This play has some action in it, some zing.
Wow, thanks. Are you actually being nice?
No, I'm just trying to keep myself halfway entertained. Go, give that to Becky and see if she can't find some actors to ruin it.
You don't seem to have a neck. Huh.
Hey, what's this? A new script? Night of Joy. Weird. It smells like popcorn and it doesn't say which set to play it on. Oh well, we'll just play it on whatever's on stage. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Here, you can be my first AD. Use the megaphone if you want to run the play again. Okay, new script, everybody. Let's practice. And action.
Mother, mother, tell me true of the dad I never knew. He was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed? Wow.
Yeah, I can see why Jasper was so intent on seeing that one. Really great. Now that we have the script and other scripts that we'll be getting, these can actually be played on any set with any mood lighting. And depending on which set you do it on and which mood lighting you select, you're going to get slightly different results. We saw that Night of Joy didn't really do anything on that last set. So let's try it with the Lens of Tragedy.
Can we see the Night of Joy again?
Yeah, that one could use a little work.
Mother, mother, tell me true of the dad I never knew. He was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed? Yeah, just ride on by, Sir Deadbeat Dad. Don't hang around to help raise your poor daughter, jerk.
Oh, it didn't do anything different, but
Hey, what part are you playing?
None of your
gave us a
business.
slightly different.
Sometimes I'm mean schoolgirl number one. Sometimes I'm the shady man. Right now I'm just really irritated.
I'm sorry, the
You're dead,
actors just immolated themselves. Now we have this mysterious portal over here, and as you can see it's shiny, therefore we have to go investigate. And this will take us to a different set.
Wherefore art thou, O elusive male boat? How I yearn for the shores of my loneliness to be creased by your sturdy keel!
The mailboat ain't coming for you, girlie.
The mail boat may never come, but I think I see the mail train approach it through yon tunnel.
Mail train? Yay! Surely it bears to me a letter from my dear mother who abandoned me at this school for girls so long ago. A dragon? Ah!
Ha ha ha! 'Tis a dragon indeed. You have been fooled and burned.
Outstanding.
I get the feeling that part didn't happen.
Hot, 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 burning sensation! Ow, pain!
Ah, this wow! It's so hot! Metal, metal! Oh, it's so hot!
Wow.
It's so hot!
It's a surprising amount of carnage.
I'm hating this. Wow, wow.
Does the Phantom even need to do anything? These guys just seem to murder themselves.
Ow!
Anyway, we seem to have a large prop dragon.
That dragon looks pretty fierce. I wonder who can slay such a beast.
And if we touch it, we will actually catch ourselves on fire, so let's not test that too much. Unfortunately, that means we can't get up to the top level, and that means we can't change the set. Maybe the good side has a little bit more to show us.
Oh, my dear mother! Do you not love my new seaside mansion, bought with a fraction of the wealth my overnight success has given to me?
Yes, Gloria, my daughter. I only live to make you happy.
We are so lucky to be together again so that I could share it all with you. And also that you are not even jealous of my youth and fame, though my star has risen so much faster and grown so much bigger than that of yours, which has so quickly faded. Yes!
I don't know why, but that little yes, it's great.
Becky, can you hear me?
Must be out of range.
Unfortunately, we can't change the sets while we're up there, so we have to keep climbing that stupid ladder. While we're in the vicinity, just gonna get the figments. And unfortunately, it does not have any kind of analog for the dragon, so we can't get up there and we cannot get that item that is sparkling on the ledge.
Doing a great job, Becky.
Aww.
Sing, Birdie.
La la la.
Oh, that was a mistake. Alright. Well, let's see if the Ned Joy can help us.
Joy again?
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
Mother, mother, tell me true of the dad I never knew.
He was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed?
Wow. Daddy?
Oops. That does show us something. If the knight comes in from that particular part of the set, and that particular part of the set previously housed, say, a giant flaming dragon head,
Becky, can we see the Night of Joy again?
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
Mother, mother, tell was brave in thought and deed. Can't you hear his mighty steed? My father has nobly smoten the beast to his own death! He is a hero! Yay! And for the record, not a bad kisser.
Oh, surprisingly positive. That also opens up this little pathway.
Sing, Birdie.
You bet!
I like that song more now.
Ow! Hey, I'm going to peck your eyes out.
As you can see, our upgraded Psyblast is a little bit overpowered. But I'm okay with that, because these enemies are just pains. They can't move past the stage area, at least, but they're not pleasant. I don't like them. And unfortunately, Jasper doesn't have any insights onto the stage plays that we pick up, so we just have to get into Becky.
Another script? The day the mailboat finally came? Uh-oh.
Prop department, I'm gonna need a boat on stage right away.
Okay, people. Laces, everyone. And action.
I say, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. Ah, it was never a vessel more beautiful and resplendified.
Sorry, no mail for you, ugly girl.
Wow! In your face, fatty.
Well then. And it does help us out in a different way, because if we jump on the boat, it disappears. That might not seem very useful, but we can actually sail the boat off to the third and final set. Unfortunately, I'd like to, see our comedy version, this particular scene, before we go ahead and do that. No actual reason for it, I just figure, you know, we're here, might as well.
Needs another run-through, I think.
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
I say, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. Ah, 'twas never a vessel more beautiful and resplendified.
Are you Miss Gloria von Guten?
Yes.
Well, then these bags and bags of lavender-scented fan mail must be for your beautiful self.
Yay!
Interestingly, this one obviously has very, very different dialogue between the two. I guess it's just changing perceptions. Gloria remembers her bad times under the tragedy lens, but her best times under comedy. Anyway, takes us to our final stage set.
Goodbye, my previously dear mother. I flee now to Europe to escape your insane jealousy over my amazing career. Please do not leave me, Gloria, my daughter. Go now, and I shall do something unto myself both drastic and traumatizing to you emotionally. Care I do not, for you sicken me with disgust. Adieu, ma mère, adieu.
Well, I'm sure that she didn't do anything too bad to herself, right? I mean, Gloria turned out to be such a well-adjusted adult, I'm sure that it's, I'm sure that... yeah. Quick check to make sure that nothing is missing. And let's have a look at the final, situational play.
Tell me, my shady manager and rumored lover, must I truly ship my only daughter Gloria off to Hagatha Homeschool for Girls?
Yes, and immediately, before she ruins our career. I mean your career.
No! Never shall I go! Worry not, baby daughter, for I every day shall write to you.
Yes. And I shall mail the letters myself, personally. Ha ha!
Well, there's an interesting angle. Thus far, it seems that Gloria hasn't thought very much of her mother, but that might not have been her mother's fault. Anyway, I don't really think too much of these, twisty thornbush guys, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. Oops. Fortunately, that actually doesn't do any damage whatsoever. It just drops you off the top of the level. Quick check to make sure we're all good. And we'll take this portal, which actually goes backwards. Not to a new set, but to a part of the old set. There we are. It probably would have been smarter to do that under the comedy lens, but that's okay.
Goodbye, Hagatha Home. Hey, I think this is the one with the...
Hey, Props, is that hot air balloon still working?
Let's hustle, people. It's showtime. That means you too, kid. You gotta hustle onto that balloon if you want to get up to the catwalks. And... action!
When will my mother ever come take me home from this horrible school for girls? Do not worry, for I believe I see them floating here now in a magical balloon. Hey, cue the magical balloon, moron!
Hey, there's no magical balloon on this set, but that won't stop me from jumping down there and kicking your ass. So watch it.
Oh, okay then. This is not the correct set. I believe you've actually already seen the correct set, and Raz has commented on it. So not a whole lot of suspense towards that. There's a little bit of suspense, though, because I need a Figment back in that last set under comedy. So let's just give it a go. Hooray! And that was actually the last Figment of this particular part of the level. We've done that.
We're still goodbye Hagatha Home once more, okay?
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
I think they could all use a little work.
Sigh! When will my mother ever come
there's no magic cloud in this set.
You rats. Well, let's just run around happily and maybe no one will notice.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, we actually have seen the magical balloon, so let's just head over to the right set. But before we actually make the play, I want to see something else.
The day the mailboat finally came needs another run-through, I think.
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
I say, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. I said, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. I wonder what is taking the mailboat so long to get here after I clearly declared that I have seen it approaching.
We can't find the wheels for the boat.
We're supposed to have water for the boat to float on.
I swear, I can't work like this.
Seriously, I'm calling my agent.
Well, that didn't work out. This, of course, is the set that we actually need for the balloon to descend on.
The day the mailboat finally came needs another run-through, I think.
Yeah, that one can use a little work.
But let's see this first.
I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. I said, I believe I do see the mailboat approaching. Huh. I wonder if the captain of the boat wants to get beat up. And maybe that's why he's taking so long to bring it on stage.
Somebody come help me drag this thing.
Drag? No way.
Oh, look! The mailboat sank and everybody died! The end!
Alright, I think we've seen the best play this theater has to offer.
Let's do Goodbye Hagatha Home once more, okay?
Yeah, that one can
Let's
use a
actually
little
get to the
work.
real one.
Oh, sigh!
Whatever is wrong, little girl?
Well, my family has left me alone in a bad, bad place for many years, and I don't know if they will ever come back for me.
Aw, don't worry. I'm sure they'll come for you, and you'll never have to think of that bad place again, ever.
Hey, you're right! I think I see them now!
Hello, my dear beloved daughter. We have come back for you. Please come with us and be happy and never think of this terrible, terrible place again.
Yay! The end.
And then Gloria went on to become a wonderful star, and then her mother went insane, and then she killed herself, and then Gloria went insane too. The end. For the record, I think it's actually possible to do a levitate jump from a particular area and get into a scene transition, just jump up here and completely avoid the stage play to begin with. And now we're in the catwalks. And we're getting attacked by sandbags. That's cool.
You are not welcome here.
Alright, there is a figment that is flying around down there, and I'm pretty sure that it's actually the only moving figment in this upper area. And I'm not really sure why it's here when all the other ones are stationary, and also there's a massive, endless pit, and one of the only ways to get it is to kill yourself.
Watch your step.
Jerk. Now, the Catwalks area is a more traditional platforming segment. It's got a specific path that we need to follow. It has, obstacles. We'll eventually see enemies. A lot of these obstacles can actually be bypassed, as you saw, by levitating. Which kinda leads me to suspect that maybe this stage was, designed with levitation for some reason in mind. And I'm not really sure how that would happen, but it seems to be the case.
Come no closer, or it will be the last thing you do.
Yeah, shut up, you blowhard. Anyway, the Phantom is obviously talking to us, and you can see his shadow sometimes moving along in the background. He's not really being all that great at the whole phantoming thing. He has a nice, disgusting laugh. Ah, here we are, enemies. And a shield power-up. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use shield at all, but it's nice to have, I guess. As you could probably tell by that particular little area down there, anytime there's a spotlight, if you happen to look under it, the Phantom will drop a startling number of sandbags on top of you. So, you know, just don't dawdle. You can go invisible and make him lose track of you, which is kind of nice. I guess you could probably shield yourself from them. Or you can just use your levitation ball and just shoot right around the side. In this case, let's use invisibility, because that power just doesn't get enough use. I don't even know what he's talking about right now. Now, here's another one of those things where the stage doesn't seem to have been made for levitation. I could have jumped over to these without going through the chompy bits. I guess I would have missed out on some figments, but really, it wasn't mandatory at all. Now, you can hear something crying, which means there's a bit of emotional baggage nearby. Can't see it yet, which means it must be above us. Not that way. That way.
This is my sanctuary.
Now, I had a little moment of confusion at this point. I wasn't sure if following the baggage was actually the correct way to go to continue the level,
Come no closer,
or if I had to do the big pigeon run over there. It turns out they're both completely viable. You really have to go both ways to get everything anyway, but they meet up eventually. Vault. See, it's a double entendre,
This hat
because
box
it
needs
means
a hat
that
box tag.
Gloria herself fell from fame, and also her mother threw herself off of a roof. That's morbid. Oh, the Phantom is having a good old time up there.
I see you down there.
There's the hatbox tag. Here's the hatbox, and these are the you know what? I'm not really sure what their name is. They're basically bouncer sensors, and they are the strongest normal type of sensor. I think they're really only beaten out by the Mega Sensor, which was a boss, so that doesn't really count. They have a lot of health. They can be set on fire twice before they finally die.
Short and stout.
And for some reason, there are two of them on a very tiny platform up here, which is just not fair. Gotta be honest. Anyway, they have a lot of health, they deal a decent amount of damage, but, well, they're still just sensors, so they aren't too much to worry about. As you can see, he actually survived that after already getting hit, but,
You are not welcome
anyway. Be a lot of health. So let's just fix up the hatbox. And go along the pigeon path here.
This is my sanctuary.
I'm not actually sure what those are. I mean, they shouldn't be pigeons, they're indoors.
Come no closer,
I don't
or
know.
it will be the last thing you do.
I don't really hang out in catwalk rafters too often, so I don't know what kind of birds live up here.
I am the Phantom.
Just kind of float past that. He's having entirely too much fun. Oh, and this is bullshit. Look at that. You saw that.
Break
You saw that
a
it was open.
leg. You are not welcome here.
Wait a couple seconds. It's open. Must blow up these flower sensors in 2 hits. Nice. And that was our last piece of emotional baggage. And as you can see, we are expecting a confusion upgrade.
This,
What is confusion?
my
We don't know yet.
sanctuary.
Haven't seen it. We don't have it. And we actually won't for another couple of levels, so we're a little bit ahead of the game.
Come no closer.
Now,
It will be the last
I'm missing 2 figments, and unfortunately I forgot that the upper part of the level still has a couple, so I was gonna do a quick run-through, make sure I'd gotten everything, there weren't any, say, flying birds we had seen earlier. I'm pretty sure that this theory eventually results in my falling to my death. Yeah.
Just
Fortunately, it spit me up back to the top instead. Ooh. That was low, Phantom. Oh, and what is that? No, not. What is that? What is...
Looks like it needs a candle to work.
That. That is a phantom. And the thing that Raz was talking about was a spotlight.
How dare you violate the sanctuary of the Phantom? Stop, or your next step will be your last.
No, we can pick up a candle here, but really, we can jump over this guy. I don't see why we can't just do this. Oh. That's fine. I don't think it's very fair when you have to knock us out of bounds to be able to kill us. And I actually need to wait for the cage to descend so I can go back up again. Now, we've already established the importance of using candles to create light, and, well, this is, kind of obvious, so...
Ah, cruel sunlight, anything but that. No, treacherous child, you shall pay for angering the Phantom.
Yeah, whatever. Now just stay put so I can come punch and unmask you.
I just realized the Phantom's coat bears, some resemblance to, real-world Gloria's bizarre soil leg thing. And there's that last figment.
Okay, Phantom, it's time to find out who you really are. What? I totally guessed that.
You said it was Becky.
Okay, the jig is up, Phantom.
What? Why, I never! How dare you accuse me of being the rugged and romantic scoundrel that has thrilled and terrified audiences for years?
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's so agile and limber and thin. He could never be you.
Why, you... Of course it's me!
Well, it's time to hang up the cape, Tubbs, because your days of terrorizing the theater as the Phantom are over.
Maybe as the Phantom, but he's nothing compared to the full destructive force of an angry critic!
How can I say this and still sound cool? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
How about these?
Yeah, the laser spewing pens might hurt. I'm sure you can already tell where this is going. We just got a visual of those spotlights up above, and some candles, and, well, we just established that, Jasper Phantom Man doesn't like light, and we can't hurt him normally. So some combination of what we have been given must contribute to being able to harm him. It might involve candles, spotlights, and pyrokinesis. Just spitballing. This boss fight really, like most boss fights in this game, really isn't much at all.
No, your technique is bland yet irritating. Ah! That light! I'll give you all good write-ups in the review if you kill that kid with the goggles!
I have to admit, though, that I have had trouble with this fight in the past, and I think it's because I tend to focus on hurting Jasper when he actually becomes vulnerable down here, rather than trying to kill his minions.
For that one, Spotlight! Take that, wretched regurgitator of the sun!
Take that, Spotlight.
Tedious!
Anyway, Jasper's eyesight apparently isn't very good either, because he can't see that there are two other spotlights waiting for him. With spotlights on them. Just kinda destroys them all the time.
Get him!
Yeah, as you can see, every time you knock him down, he gets new waves of enemies, and there are a lot of them. If you neglect to kill them all every time they appear, they will not go away between summonings. They'll just keep on adding, and you'll eventually have a ton of little enemies running around, just making life very, very difficult for Raz.
Brother over there, huh? How do you like that?
Anyway, first priority should obviously be to destroy all of his little minions.
The crowd would have been disgusted had they managed to stay awake.
And the Side Blast upgrade to hit 6 enemies in one go is obviously not necessarily vital, but it makes things significantly easier, and for some reason I just begin smashing into his little ink bullets all the time. I'm not sure if he actually aims better, or I just get worse as this goes along, but...
Pour a hot beam of Optima! Kill him before he gets over here!
There are only 3 spotlights, so this is the end of Jasper's illustrious career.
Your eyes out.
What's the matter? Can't you take a little criticism? Ow! Ow! Ow!
I think you're chewing some scenery there, buddy.
And where would Gloria be without her muse?
Her inner sunshine!
The spirit of her youth! Played tonight, once again, by Bonita Soleil!
You're no good. This place stinks. It's worse than ever before. Oh, I can't believe you call this theater. I can't even see it from down here, but I know it's bad. Can you hear me? Oh, you've got fat arms, you hear me? Big fat arms like a wrestler. And a little turkey gobble hanging from your neck. Oh, your knees are ugly. And you snort when you laugh.
Handsome, the spotlight is all yours. I believe I shall happily retire while I'm still young.
Yeah, you do that.
Recognition for my acting talents.
And a sharp, pointy claw-like thing. But, Gloria seemed to kind of wander off over here. Let's see how she's doing.
What are you doing out here, Gloria?
I can't remember the last time I came out here at night. It's so beautiful, isn't it? These plants could use a little water, though. Now, where's that hose?
No, I want it.
Alright, Raz, fine. I guess you earned it. Now, let's just take care of our audience here, restock our aggression, and carry on.